Hello everyone! I got tagged in the Disney tag video, and basically there's just a list of questions about Disney, obviously, that I have to answer, and then at the end I have to come up with a new question to ask all of you and tag all of you in this. Forewarning, the chances of me having just one answer for a lot of these questions are slim to none. Solar surfing on Treasure Planet. I stole this from Brittany. She's the one that tagged me in this video. Every single time that I watch that movie, I'm always like, oh yeah, I really want to go solar surfing because it just looks awesome. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to YouTube solar surfing Treasure Planet and watch that video. So pause this and go look up that, and then come back and finish watching me. The lantern's entangled while I see the light is going on, and they're in the little canoe thing. Also, jumping off of the waterfall in Pocahontas. I'm kind of an adrenaline junkie, so that's probably why those are the scenes that I wish I could experience. And flying over London in Peter Pan, that'd be pretty cool too. Again, adrenaline junkie. Oh gosh. The Disney cruise that I went on when I was a child with my family. The first time that I saw Tinkerbell fly from the castle, I don't know if it was still like the Wishes fireworks, but I do remember that Tinkerbell was flying from the castle. Also, something that I'll never forget is a couple of the magical moments that I was able to give while I was doing my first program. In merchandise, you wear pins that guests come up to you and they can trade with you. Well, this girl had come up to me and she was wearing a first visit button, and her favorite princess was Tiana, and I happen to have 2 Tiana pins. Well, the general rule of thumb is they can trade up to 2 pins, but she only had 1 pin to trade, or that she wanted to trade, and so obviously she picked out her favorite of the 2 Tiana pins. And I could tell that she was really upset because she really wanted both of them, obviously. And I was like, you know what? And it was their first day too. It was their first day in the parks on her first visit. So I took off the pin, and the second Tiana pin, and I gave it to her, and she gave me this huge hug, and I could just tell that I totally made her day. Apart from, you know, already being at Disney World. So I'll never forget that. It was amazing. These were kind of the songs between like my roommates and all our friends. The first one, Ignition. My one roommate, Kimmy, this, oh my gosh, girl can twerk. Let's just put it that way, and this was her jam. And so I will always, every single time I hear that song for the rest of my life, I will think of Kimmy. Also, thrift shop. None of my roommates and none of the guys had heard this song before, or at least not most of them, had heard this song before I played it at the beginning of our program, and it carried through the rest of the program. So, yes, thrift shop and Ignition remind me of Disney World. I was 10 years old, and it was 2001. Before my first program, that was the only other time that I had ever been to Disney World. Oh my gosh, that's hard. There are so many good characters. Belle, Merida, I think, yeah, Pascal. Can I say Tony Stark? Or Thor? I can't choose just one. Belle, Rapunzel, Merida, and Aurora. The beginning of Up, that is the saddest story ever. Oh my gosh. In Homeward Bound, when Shadow comes walking up the hill at the end of the movie. I bawl like a baby every single time because I'm such a big like pet person and animal lover, and when Shadow walks up, I lose it. Every time. Probably Fox and the Hound or Fantasia. This is a joke, right? I'm not gonna be able to just pick just one. I guess one that I really could watch over and over again, and I think I mentioned this in my roommate survey video, but the Aristocats. I don't know, I've just always really liked that movie. I don't really get sick of it, and I just really love Marie. But some of my other favorites are The Princess Frog, Beauty and the Beast, Finding Nemo, The Lion King, all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, I love those, and the Marvel movies. Can I just take a second to say that I am so happy Disney bought Marvel, and I know a lot of people aren't, but that means that I can include those movies into little questionnaires like this. I have 3. Ursula, Barbossa, which I know he kind of becomes not a villain, but when he is a villain, he's just so badass. And Maleficent, because she's just like the classic. She's the classic. She's like the epitome of a villain. It's not that I dislike it, but I was never really a fan of The Jungle Book, and also Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I'm sorry, I never really liked those movies. Alright, and so now it's time for my question. Again, I have 3, because I couldn't pick out just one, obviously, because I am the most indecisive person ever. Kiss the Girl in The Little Mermaid. I've always really liked that song. I Won't Say I'm in Love. Meg sings it in Hercules. And, of course, Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. And then I also really like Hakuna Matata and I Just Can't Wait to Be King, but that might also be because I just really like The Lion King. And that's it. If you're watching this and you have a YouTube channel, then I tag you, all of you beautiful people, to answer all these questions and come up with your own question at the end. Until next time, bye! My grandma had those. My grandma had a lot of them on. Had those on tape. Ugh. What? The Red Wings just started.